in this piece, I want to talk a little bit about life insurance for our portfolio landlords that are still active in building their portfolios. Now, we had less than a week ago, we had a phone call from the partner of one of our long-term clients and friend of the company. It was devastating news. It was a call that we took over the weekend to say that this long-term client of ours had had a sudden illness and had passed away. And it was a desperate situation, obviously, for the partner that had been left behind. There's 2 children involved as well. This lady were in her 40s. And like I say, she was a real friend of the company. We'd known her for a number of years and helped her buy a number of mortgages. And she was the driving force in building the portfolio up and achieving her sort of property goals. Except now, those plans are by the wayside. They're in pieces. And so I thought it's really relevant that as a broker, I'd really bang the drum and get the message across, because, you know, this is yet another example for us as a company, seeing our clients and their families devastated when these things do happen. And they do happen. They do come out left field, really when you're not expecting it, and devastate lives in so many ways. But financially is one way you can mitigate against that. And so I make no apologies for banging this drum again. So in particular, I think our landlords are vulnerable, as this client was, whilst you're building your portfolio. The aim for this client, as with many, is to build a portfolio to get to a level where they can retire early, where they can get their passive income stream to a level where they are financially independent, where that money will come in, rain or shine. And absolutely, at that point, there's a really good argument for saying I don't need an actual insurance policy, because the portfolio itself and the income acts as an insurance policy. So I get that. But you're vulnerable on the journey. When you haven't got to that level of passive income stream and something's going to go wrong, that's where you want the insurance policy in place for. So if that was to happen to you, how would you cope? What would the situation be? Would there be enough passive income coming in right now for your family to keep the roof over their heads, to give them the financial lifestyle that you wanted, to have that financial independence? For pounds a month, and it could be, you know, if you're healthy now, 6 or 7 quid a month gets you £100,000 of life cover. It is extremely cost effective to put in place and mitigate what would be absolutely devastating to the family if happened. And so if that does happen, the life insurance can kick in, repay all these buy-to-let mortgages. So yes, you're not perhaps going to be buying any more properties, but of the ones that you've got, you're going to be retaining the vast majority of the rental income. And therefore, that accelerates you to your financial goal of independence, of achieving that level that you wanted for the rest of the family. So as a legacy for the person that's no longer here, then at least those goals are still realized. That's why it's really, really important that you review this. You make sure that your policies are fit for purpose. And if you're unsure, then have a chat with the team. We've got an insurance expert in Yvonne who will give you the figures, give you the information, so you can make an informed decision about whether what you have got is spot on or whether you need to tweak what you've got. In some cases, we find that some people are actually over-insured, and you can actually reduce the cover, reduce the premiums, and even put a bit of money back in your pocket. You never know. So put a little bit of time and invest in that time just to check that out. And again, there's a link at the end of this piece. Click on it, book some time in with Yvonne, our insurance lady, and she will put you on the right track.